welcome to our live stream. So we are having some technical difficulties right now because we're streaming both on Twitter and YouTube. Let us know if it works now. Awesome. Okay, it looks like it's working well. Okay, so welcome to our town hall. I'm your host Kevin, and today we're going to have an exciting town hall. Um, we will be revealing stage 5 today, but in today's town hall we'll be going through some of our design, our artwork, some of the concepts, and of course the ideation process. We'll be showing you guys the artwork before the review. So this will be exciting, and we'll actually you'll be able to see all the traits in one go. We've got everything prepared for you guys, so get ready to check that out. All right, so maybe we can start off with Ray. So this is Jordan. You don't have a. I think Jordan has some issues with his camera as well, but we'll turn that on a little bit in a bit. So let's start it off with Ray. Maybe Ray. Do you have anything to share today?
Yeah, sure. I think I'm very excited, right, to join the review party, right? Although my family has been tested COVID, yeah, and I mean it is challenging, yeah, because when there's newborn at home, and then he keep having a high fever and stuff, right? And also we still have to work and stuff, yeah. But I think I'm very lucky and I'm very grateful in the sense that my teammates, they are all of our teammates are very helpful, so that basically I can stop working, and then they just carry on. Without me, yeah, that's why I would say the last mile basically is Lowell, Kevin, and Joey and Jordan, right, and also other teammate to keep pushing it. Yeah, so so I'm very happy to review all the stage 5 potatoes with everyone, right, and I think it's been quite some time, yeah, and we have been going through so many things this week, yeah, and I think this is I would say that this is like one of the positive news in the Web3 space, yeah, because potatoes finally see their final form, yeah. So I'm happy to be here.
How are you feeling though? Like I had it
Stuck.
a few. I think I had it a month ago, and it was really bad. I didn't expect it to hit me so bad. I thought I could be like, oh, it's gonna be nothing. But when I got it, it was like, whoa! It hit me like a truck. How are you feeling though?
Yeah, it's at first it's like a high fever, right, and then sore throat, yeah, and then I think the challenge is more on the newborn side, because he doesn't know how to express his discomfort, right? So we keep measuring his temperature, and then we were very worried because it was as high as 40 degrees Celsius at one point, yeah, and then that's why we have to keep feeding him the medicine, yeah, and then luckily today Neo has been the temperature is back to normal, right? But he started to have some cough. Yeah, but I would say that uh we're still lucky, right? Because at the end of the day, uh, the symptoms seems still manageable. Yeah, and I think we are based in Hong Kong. We're in Hong Kong, right? So the government support on the COVID stuff, I think, is quite good. Yeah, so. For example, our helper, she got tested positive, right? And then we can send her away, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that she can be quarantined in another space. Yeah, and for us, uh, overall it's quite okay. Yeah, I'm positive that we should be able to stay to become negative in some day. Right? I test it for a few times, right, and
Mm.
then I want to use this one. Yeah, this is
There's a
not mine.
proof,
Yeah, this
proof
is
of
not mine.
COVID.
The proof of COVID, right? Today, I mean, these few days, all the crypto exchange talk about proof of reserve and other bullshit like that. Yeah, so I have the proof of COVID. Yeah, so that to tell people that I'm really sick. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Enough about me. Enough about COVID. Let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So today we'll be going through a lot of the artwork today. So yeah. So looking back, looking back, so we started off with the potatoes with the pre-reveal. It was I think it shocked everybody when we saw, you know, the poop, right? We started off with a poop, and then we afterwards, I think after a few days, it grew, right? The plant grew, um, and it started growing and it became a plant, right? And then we introduced different types. What were the types that we introduced, Joey or Ray?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
before we talk about the specifics, right, I want
Mm.
to explain why we talk about the traits first before we review. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people actually cares about the trait. Yeah, although people always care about when review. Yeah, but I feel like uh, building an NFT collection is kind of like building a restaurant. Right, there are all kinds of restaurants. There are some really cheap restaurants, right? There are restaurants that you eat it and then you will get diarrhea, right? And then there are also high class restaurants. There are also Michelin 3 stars, right? Yeah, and usually the high class restaurant, right? When you eat, they will explain each dish to you so that where the rice is from, and then what's the story behind that meat, right? And then what are the water, right, coming from, and how did the cook it and stuff, right? And then basically the $1,000 meal, I think the $500 is on the waiter or waitress explaining the dish. Yeah, and the other the 500 is for the waiters and waitress, right? And then very good at storytelling. And then for the other half is like the materials, the ingredients. Yeah. So for us, we want to talk more about the tricks because I think each of them we spend a lot of time to draw it. We try to make them funny. We try to make them look good. Yeah, so that we don't want anyone to feel like, hey, I got this relatively common trick, and then this is like a flower potato and stuff, right? I mean, maybe from the traditional NFT standpoint, this is like a flower, right? But from our community standpoint, every potatoes actually is unique, and also the design. We really spend a lot of time to do it. Yeah, that's why we want to explain the story. Yeah, about each trick to everyone before we review. That's I feel like this gives every trick a fair chance, so that everyone will find the tricks that they love instead of just looking at rarity. Yeah, because I feel like there are so many things in the so-called current NFT space. I think a lot of things are kind of wrong. Yeah, if you think more deeply. Yeah, that's why we try to do things a little bit differently. Yeah, of course, if you don't join the town hall, you still don't know. But I hope that for the one who join and also our holders, right, you can become the ambassador when people ask you, hey, what's the story behind this trade? Yeah, that's why we want to have this town hall first before we review everything to you. So back to Kevin's question, right? We started from poop, yeah, and then because at the time it's like July, right? The market was shit, yeah, and then we feel like, hey, maybe something good can come out of shitty things, right? Yeah, that's why we started it with a poop. Yeah, turns out market is still quite shit right now, but I would say that it's indeed when you think about it, it gets better because we have all the FTX, all the bankruptcy, all the drama and stuff. Ethereum is still at 1,200, right? So I think uh, the crypto markets is indeed kind of resilient when you look at it that way. So we start with a poop, and then once you grow your potatoes, right, you will see the types. Yeah, there are 20 or 21 types, right, Joey?
Yeah, that's right. We started with that. So yeah, that was the first
Yep.
first stage. Yeah.
Yeah, so we started with some types, and then a lot of I mean that we started to differentiate the artwork here as well. So we had different colors of the leaves, and then I think we also introduced some of the more rarer types as well. I think we had the gags. I think Galaxy was also
Yeah,
included there,
Galaxy.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galaxy, Yin Yang, and then a Prototype, right? Yeah, Prototype is one of my personal favorite. Yeah, it's not because it's rare; it's because the concept was borrowed from Crypto Dickbud, and I feel like everything can start with Prototype, and I think that give it's kind of like the starting point. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like the type. Yeah, and then after the 20 types, right? The stage two we have mutation. We have 11 mutations, including the three unit 0, unit 01, and then unit 02. Yeah, and then after mutation, we have 31 elements. Yeah, and then after the elements, right? By the way, for stage 2, I think a lot of people like stage 2 because of how the potatoes was twerking the butt, right? And I think this is like a very innovative design by Joey. I think you share the inspiration, right? What's this from? Where is this from?
Yeah, it's from Among Us. I think there was like a meme about it. So yeah, then someone drew it into a pixel art. So that was like the main inspiration for that.
Yeah, it's from the game, right? Among Us.
Yeah, that's from the game.
Yeah, and then after that, yeah, Potatoes started to go into a, I would say, pretty weird way. Yeah, right. They started to have size. Yeah, that was kind of like a joke in our Discord, right? Because when you type the exclamation mark and then a size command, and then you will have the size. That's why we built that into one of our trade. And then after size, we build a post. Yeah, so that we kind of like time the timing quite well with the gym stipend that we did. We have in the prize draw on every Monday. It was one of the monthly surprise, right? So I feel like people are very very vocal about the size and also the post, right? What did you hear, Kevin? And also Jordan, yeah. What did you hear about the feedback about the post?
No, I think some people either it was like a love-hate thing, right? Some people really, really liked it, but some people also didn't like it as so much. I think they're starting to think that it was like, oh, maybe is this really PFP-able? Do I really want this buff potato to represent me on my on my socials? And I think a lot of people were also like wondering, oh, how about the potatoes that were on the socials, right? Like we originally saw a lot of these smaller, cuter potatoes on the socials, and I think a lot of people thought that was going to be how we would grow up potatoes. And I think there was such a big mismatch on the small potatoes and this buff potato. People were like, "Oh, what's happening?" So I don't know if people didn't like it, but I think they were shocked. But at the same time, this was kind of like what we wanted to do as well. Jordan, what were people talking about the in the community? Because I'm not so much involved on Discord as you are.
I think kind of what you said is just a kind of a mix. Yeah, I liked mine. I thought it was pretty cool.
What do you have?
Just I don't know. It was just the buff one.
There,
I don't know. Let's wait for the final one because I just I want to see the final one.
you want to see? Okay, all right. But yeah. If we look back though, I think a lot of people are still. I don't know if upset is a term, but like people were upset about aqua
I would say
and lava.
surprise.
No. Yeah, I was talking about mutations.
I see.
Mutations. Yeah. So there was upset and surprise about aqua and lava not having mutations. I can still see people on the chat saying, why did aqua and lava have no mutations?
I don't know. That's life, right? C'est la vie. I mean, for mutation, I think when we think about that, I think we shared a story before, right? Yeah, when we launched Potatoz, suddenly there are so many derived projects, tomatoes, carrots, and all kind of shit. I wouldn't say shitty, all kinds of derived projects, right? And then we thought, hey, that's indeed a funny idea, right? Maybe we should also have mutation so that we can include some of the other fruits and food, right, in our collection, right? But turned out for aqua and lava, I would say that it's hard to change them into a certain kind of food. Meanwhile, for green, it's easy, right, to become pickle, right? And then for pink, it's easy to become peach. Yeah, that's why we consciously didn't mutate lava and also aqua. Yeah, I would say that it's okay. Yeah, because I think every potatoes is special. That's why even though they don't mutate, right? But you can see that in the later stage, they started to have other elements. They started to have other weapons and stuff. Then in that sense, whether it mutates or not, it doesn't really matter.
But yeah, I see people asking, "Oh, we want the cute potatoes."
Yeah, I think most of them want that.
I don't know. I don't really have a preference. I do like the cute potatoes because I mean the ones that we have now. Wait till you guys see it. I love them because the new traits. What we will have three? Is it three new traits, Joey? Or like
Yeah, three
three?
types. Yeah, three types of traits.
Yeah. So we will have what head? I think head's one of them. What else is there?
Yeah, here's one of them, and we'll have like the weapon or accessory, and then we also have shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think with the cute potato with all the new accessories and the new traits that we will have, I think you guys will love how these will look. So I think a lot of people are asking, "Hey, let's start revealing. Let's look at the artwork." So we'll do that right now. So of course, how the story goes is that we have the big buff potatoes. So these potatoes started to get buff after the gym stipend. They started working out, and some of them got bigger than others. Some of them got a little bit skinnier. And afterwards, because of course, a lot what the potatoes are meant to do is they're the best companion or the key companion to the captains, right? So they need to start getting into Memeland, getting ready to become that captain's companion. So they go through a portal, right? And after they go through the portal to go into Memeland, they actually start changing. Their bodies start, changing around, becoming different things, and then first comes out are the cute little potatoes. So these are the potatoes, only the bodies first. We'll go through them one by one so then you guys can check them out. So these are the most, I guess, I wouldn't say basic, but the more common potatoes. So the first one is the russet, and then it's the red, green, purple, and pink potato, right?
Right. It's the base potatoes.
The base potatoes, and of
Yeah.
course, after the base potatoes, we also have the base potatoes have their mutations, and some of them have been mutated into different types of potatoes as well. So we have the russet grow into the banana. Joey, do you want to keep?
Oh yeah. So we actually had the russet go into banana. So it's kind of like the same type of color mutating into the similar kind of colored fruit. So russet will go into banana, and then the red will become a tomato. The tomato was actually part of the inspiration was another derivative few months ago. So they actually had the tomatoes.
I think that project is dead already.
Yes. I think all of those projects are dead.
All of those projects are dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I find it weird though. There's no derivative for the buff potatoes.
Which one?
There's no derivative for the buff potatoes.
For the buff, I don't know. Maybe the other people, right, don't think that is attractive enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we had a pickle, also like partly from pickle rick, and then eggplant, and of course the peach. Yeah.
Yeah, so after these potatoes, we also have, let me see what's next. Oh, the aliens. There we go, the aliens.
Yeah, you have an alien, right?
Yeah, I have the one in the middle, right in the middle.
Nice.
So I think this was we basically hinted at having these aliens look a little bit like this already, quite early stage, right? I think it was stage 1 when we first reviewed with aliens. Was it?
Yeah,
one?
correct. The flower, like the flower on the head, so it's a bit like the plant from Mario.
Mm.
So you actually grow into the final form, which is this big
And
chompy thing.
will these aliens also have the other traits like head, shoes, weapons as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, they will also have that.
Nice.
Another thing about the aliens is the coloring, the color pattern is inspired by some other artists, right? Yeah, Joey, I think maybe you can share your inspiration from the colors,
yeah.
right?
So I guess there's 3 artists. So I think you can explain the first I can explain all of them. So I think the first one is the Japanese artist. She did the installation on the island, the giant pumpkin. So I'm not sure if you guys know that. And then she also had another installation for the tentacles, the black, is it pink or black? Like the polka dotted tentacles in the room. So that was like the other like gallery that she had. And then we also have the artist Damien Hirst. So his one is the polka dot, multicolored polka dot. And of course we have the other artist called Roy Lichtenstein. He is actually famous for like pop art. So we actually use the red dots as kind of like a tribute, because he used dots to actually simulate colors and shades. So that was part of the inspiration for that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we always joke about that. Hey, we are a team of culture. We are men of culture. We are women of culture, right? But usually when we talk about it, it's only about using the number 69 or something, right? But actually, Joey, I mean Mammy Poco, right? Is actually a man of culture. That's why he integrates a lot of artwork, a lot of games, a lot of animation inspiration into our design. Yeah, on one hand, we understand people who play the games, who read the animes, right? Who watch the anime, read the comics, right? Who understand what it is, right? But we also add our take, our I would say micro innovation, right, to the design, to make it cute, to make it funny, right? So it's not a direct copy and stuff. Yeah, so I think that's why I think when we think about all the tricks, I feel like, hey, on one hand, this is a very fun process, because we keep discussing, hey, what are the cool ones that we want to add, because there are like a unlimited amount of cool cultural references, right? But on the other hand, it also shows the generation gap, because we test out some ideas with some of our teammates, also test out some of the ideas with our community, right? And then they don't know what it is. Yeah, but I thought it was very popular. Turns out they don't know what it is. Yeah, and then I know that, hey, maybe that's the age gap. Yeah, that's the issue.
You're getting old, Ray. You're getting old.
I mean, not get everyone is getting old, right? I'm just the oldest, right? Yeah, but I think I'm still young at heart, right? Only the old people say that.
Yeah, I remember like Ray. There's one trait where Ray told me to draw. So I think what he thought and what I thought was like two totally different things. I guess we can talk about
we can
the
talk
phone.
about that later. Yeah.
What's that trait?
The phone.
The phone. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
All right. So after the aliens, we have the I don't know the chips, the fried potatoes, the processed potatoes. Maybe I'll call them that. So the first one is the hash brown.
Yeah, hash browns like from McDonald's. I'm not sure if most countries have that same packaging, but I know like for like in Asia, they usually have that packaging from McDonald's. Yeah.
You know,
And
sometimes I put my hash brown in my burger, and then so you buy those Mac, you know, I don't know, the like Mac sausage burgers, or you know.
Yeah.
And then I will put sausage McMuffin. Clearly, I don't eat McDonald's that much, but yeah. And then I put the hash browns into it, and it tastes so good. Like, really try that out. It's a game changer. But yeah.
Yeah, I should try it tomorrow.
And then we've got the blue chip, right? So that's a play on words, right? So
yeah, there's a play on words mainly. So
we are the collection. That is definitely blue chip. Yeah. If someone asks you, hey, what's the blue chip NFT collection, right? You can send them this NFT.
And then we've got the normal potato chip, and then we've got the fries.
The fries. Yeah.
Okay. Next is the rainbow, the donut, lava, and the aqua.
Yeah, so I guess rainbow is pretty common in NFT culture, so we had to include that. And I guess actually I love to eat rainbow sprinkled donuts, so we also kind of included that in the.
What is actually rainbow sprinkle? What is that flavor? I've always wondered. Like, is it? There's no real flavor, right?
Yeah, it's just like sugar with chocolate.
And they just make it colorful. Actually, my cat is called Sprinkles. Yeah,
Yeah.
my wife loves Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, so we named our cat Sprinkles. It's actually it's a male cat, but we called it Sprinkles.
Nice.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
think a
then
lot of people were talking about the donut. I don't think people were that excited about how the donut kind of evolved when they got a little bit buff, and then the size of the hole was changing based on the size of the trait that they got, small, medium, large. But no, I think that how it looks like right now, it looks super super good. I think this is what people were expecting a little bit more.
yeah, it's kind of like it's one of my first NFTs was also a donut.
Oh
It was
really?
like long, yeah, it's like a year ago.
What
Yeah.
was it?
It's called Loopy Donuts, but I think it's also dead. So
Loopy donuts.
yeah, actually managed to mint that. So yeah,
And then
Yeah, let's move on.
yeah.
and then lava.
Lava and
Lava is-
aqua, I think there are details on it, right? For example, lava, they have ashes, right, going up, and then the aqua, it has a water droplet on his face. So I think even though they are not so-called mutated, right, but somehow they have different design and stuff to show their status. Yeah.
And then H2O. I still remember we specifically have a certain number of H2Os to match the. I forgot what was the story about that.
Should be, I think, the number of potatoes, the number of aqua potatoes. I think it should be the density of the H2O.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we make up a lot of bullshit, right? When we work on the stuff, we are basically, I mean, because we are not actually a very storytelling type of people, right? That's why it is give us quite a hard job to think about the story. That's why we try to think about a lot of traits and then to add back some backstory to it. Yeah, I mean, this is fun and stuff, right? But after some time, it just doesn't add up. Yeah, because you just give up. Yeah, because it's very, very, very hard to kind of like connect all the story and shit. Yeah, but I think somehow they have some stories, and then we just try to make it more colorful, so that hey, when we think about it, when we know it, I mean, it's basically for people who know what it is, right? And then it's kind of like if you know that type of things. Yeah.
Yeah, at least the floor is not lava.
Yeah, exactly.
And then next we have the robot. And then I think that's a zombie, rotten, diamond, and then gold, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the robot design, right? That has some inspiration to, I forgot as well.
So Wally.
Wally, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. That's the inspiration for that. And then the zombie is we actually use the CryptoPunk color for the zombie. We actually changed it from the previous stages. Yeah. And of course we have the rotten with the flies and the diamond with the diamond hands. And of course the gold. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have a pretty big change in the zombie colors, right? Because at the beginning, we feel like, hey, it looks kind of like the rotten potatoes. That's why we think about how to make them more different. Yeah, that's why we take references from the OG collection, CryptoPunks. Yeah, is it CryptoPunks, and then we make it like zombie. Yeah, if you zoom in, you can see there's a blood around the lips. Yeah, so there are details on each design. Yeah. And then, of course, for the diamond, right? I mean, a lot of people ask us, hey, why don't you have the diamond shape? Yeah, the thing is, diamond comes in every shape, right? But if we try to change it into another shape, I think it's kind of hard to recognize that this is also from the same collection. That's why we decided to keep it this way. But we add the diamond hand to it so that it looks special. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually like a small detail there is you see the hands, they're the ones that are shining, right?
Yes.
Yeah, diamond hands. So
Yep. Next one.
Okay. And then the next one we have the Eva bots. So this is first set of Eva.
yeah,
They're not evil, right? They're robots.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't watch the anime.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
basically
in
they're
the
robots.
in the previous stage, the robots they already melted. So
They are already melted. Yeah, that's why they become the armor for the potatoes. Yeah, and then that's why they become different. Yeah, from the original inspiration. Yeah, I mean, if you love animes, right, you know the animes. Yeah, but somehow we don't try to kind of like make it like super alike. Otherwise, we will get into legal trouble, right? That's why the whole story about these special robots is they go into the pot and then they get melted, right? And then they become the armor of the potatoes, yeah. And then they have different types of armor, for example, like the spear, the sword, the bazooka, rifle, and stuff, yeah. So next one.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about the special ones that much because there are only like 15 people owning the special robots, right? So I think that is kind of like a waste of our time to talk about that. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of like appreciate them when you check them out.
You can check them
on the
out on
marketplace.
OpenSea.
Yeah,
and maybe buy them as well.
So this
Yep.
is the other variant,
It's Unit 01.
Unit 01, and then this one as well,
Yeah, Unit 02.
Unit 02. This
Yeah.
is, and then that's it, right? Those are the three.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have something special for the ghosts.
yeah.
What does that remind you of? When I first saw it, it's like Pac-Man, right? Is it was inspired? Is it Pac-Man? Is that where you guys came up with it?
It's Pac-Man. Of the OG games. Yeah. But we
Yes.
added a bit of flair to it.
Yeah, I mean the inspiration was from Pac-Man, right? But we kind of like we designed a bit, yeah, to keep it consistent, yeah, so that they still have the potatoes eyes and then they have cute little hands. So if you know the Chinese movies and stuff, right? The traditional Chinese go, the Chinese zombies and stuff, right? Basically, they only jump and then the hand is kind of like always at the front. Yeah, that's how the inspiration was from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one. We can speed up. Yeah, I think people are kind of impatient, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prototype.
This is super cool. Yeah, I really
His
like.
So yeah, these are the prototypes. I think this is probably. I like how the effects, how they on the edge of the potatoes, they kind of shake as well.
Transition. Yeah, they transition into color and back. Yeah, it's kind of a play on you draw the prototype and you kind of fit it into the final product.
Yep. Yeah. So basically, the whole prototype concept is like hey, they have a glitch and then they get the color right from the background and then they become colorful. Yeah, that's the whole story. Yeah, we picked the one that is like more iconic, right? To make it look good. Yeah, you can see the details go into it. Yeah, and then it feels it. I mean, even if you don't look at the whole collection, right? You know that hey, this collection we spend some time on the artwork and stuff. It's not like a random pixel work and stuff, right? I mean, of course, we know that hey, artwork is not the most determining factor in an NFT collection, but we do want to create some artwork that people can resonate, can have empathy with. Yeah, that's why we have we have this kind of very epic prototype. Yeah.
Next, we have the yin yang.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many variations.
Yeah, this is super cool. Yeah, if you know Chinese, I wouldn't say history, but more like Chinese culture, right? You understand that yin yang, they create basically they create a bagua. Yeah, when you go down the road. Yeah, so that's how the idea is from.
What is bagua actually?
Bagua.
Oh, okay.
What's it called in English? I forgot.
I don't know either.
Basically, the term is kind of like that, right? I say it in Chinese and then I say it in English, right? 亦有太極，時生兩儀，兩儀生四象，四象生八卦, right? And then in English, right, is in change. There's the supreme polarity. Yeah, it's a Tai Chi, right? And then which generates the two modes. That means yin yang. Yeah, that's 兩儀. Yeah, and also the two most generate 4 images. It's called 四象, 思想, and then the 4 images generate the 8 trigrams. That is 八卦. That's why you can see that each of them, they are connected with each other. Yeah, if you try to Google them and then you try to understand more about the background. Yeah, if you are a man of culture, right, especially understand the Chinese culture, something like feng shui and stuff, yeah, you will understand the story behind more. Yeah. So they look similar, yeah, but indeed they represent different stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, next
Okay,
is
last one.
the last new one. So this is Galaxy, right?
Yep, it's Galaxy.
Oh, they also
Yeah,
have 8 different. Oh, so sorry, 9 different.
9 different. Yeah.
9 different variations as well.
Yeah, this took me quite a while to draw. So yeah.
Really? Oh, how come? Is it just because there's a lot more effects on it? Or?
Yeah, there's more the animation. There's more frames to this one. Yeah, so it took a while.
I mean, for Galaxy, right, and also Yin Yang, yeah, you can see that they are flying, right, comparing to other types. Yeah, and then you can see that because the concept of a galaxy is kind of like a god, right? That's why the power that they have should be more like a superhumans type of stuff. That's why we have the laser eyes. They have the, I don't know how to say the mouth power, mouth beam or something, right? And then they also have you can fold the fireballs and water ball and also the yellow ball and stuff. Yeah, and of course you can also have the one that kind of like power up. So I hope the special types of holders are happy, right? Because they have been asking, hey, how come all my Galaxy and Prototype and also Yin Yang, I think why do they all look the same, right? At stage 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I hope that you are satisfied at stage 5. Yeah, and we spend a lot of time on drawing that. Yeah, basically we spend kind of like 20% to 30% of the time to think about the whole idea. Yeah, because we have to design each trait one by one instead of just kind of like hey, we have an idea and then we just draw it out, because we want to tell the story right, instead of just kind of like make a blinking background and stuff, right? And you can see that we also mentioned that in the last town hall. Yeah, I think most of the NFT collections, right, they treat background as one of the traits. Yeah, and to me, I mean, it's okay, right? But I feel it's kind of lazy, right? Because if your NFT actually kind of like plays in the metaverse, right, or even do other IP stuff, right, basically the background is kind of like removed. Yeah, then there is a high chance that your NFT will be the same as another people's NFT. Yeah, that's why when we think about our collection, we try to get rid of the background. We don't think about the background at all. Of course, some of them, they have special background. But basically, when you look at the character themselves, they are still special. They are still unique. That's what we want to do. Yeah, because I think, I mean, we are not the earliest NFT collection with pixel arts and stuff, but we want to become one of the top pixel arts NFT collections. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's not just about the artwork; it's about all other stuff. But I would say that the artwork can show the details of how much effort that we put into the design. Yeah.
All right, so that's the last part of all the different new types and how they've transformed into the cute little potatoes. I hope you guys love it. I think a lot of people are quite satisfied from what I've been reading on the comments. I think they do like how they've transitioned from the buff potato to these, I guess smaller, cuter potatoes, but now, yeah, I think people are quite loving these new styles.
We mentioned it last time, right? This is part of our strategy. Yeah, we feed you some shit so that everything tastes good. Yeah, after that. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
we
it's
lower
joking.
the expectation and then bam,
basically it's always under promise, right? Under promise, over deliver, right? We do it, and then we actually have strategy to execute that. And then that's why when people see that, hey, we are going to the final stage and it's in the cute potatoes, right? I would say that 90% of people are happy, right? This is how smart that we are. Yeah. But anyway, joking aside, I hope everyone likes the direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The next stop is the head, right? So we'll check out some of the headgear that will be coming. So these are the first ones that we have. So any notable ones that you guys want to talk about? I know we have. I don't know if some of you guys recognize some of the headgear. So number 9, we actually showcased that very early on. Um, just when we minted the potatoes, we already had that headgear ready. Just a little bit
Yeah.
of a hint.
First
Uh,
sneak peek.
that was I think that was the first sneak peek, right?
Yeah.
What are the other cool headgear? What are the stories here, Joey or Ray?
I think first of all, we can talk about how many hats do we have.
Oh, I think it was like
I think we have
100.
92 or something. Right?
92,
92.
92. Yeah,
I did
we had,
too. Yeah. I tried to make something meaningful number and stuff, right? But turns out we keep adding more interesting stuff from the community. That's why, because at first I wanted to only keep 69. Yeah, and then there's so many suggestions from the community, and then we keep adding and adding, right? And then we got delay, yeah, and then people are so angry, right? Hey, fucking stop adding more new tricks, right? Just review already, right? I think this is something that I mean it's hard to find a balance, right? When we kind of like get addicted in drawing the tricks, yeah, because it's so fun and then it's so interesting, yeah. So we can quickly go through one each of them, right? I think we don't have to talk too much about them, but we can talk about the inspiration, right? Number one, if you are a big One Piece fan, you probably recognize it. Is the hats from Sabo. Yeah, and then number two, the inspiration was from Pokemon Ash hat, and then number three is from Willy Wonka, right? And then number four is like from Journey to the West. You are like the master. You are the Tang San Zhang, right? And then number five is the wizard. Yeah, I think the wizard hat. We add the details, right? So that they most of the hats they have the details so that they can bling and stuff. Yeah, and then the number six is like the classic NFT trick is the spinner hat. Yeah. But this one actually spin, right? I think this is. I mean, we are trying to be humble, but I think this is the best spinner hat among all the NFT collections. Yeah. And then the 7 and 8 is pretty straightforward, right? The inspiration was from Goku from Dragon Ball. Yeah, but we of course we don't name them Goku and stuff, right? Yeah, we are not that stupid. Yeah, but I hope that some of the potatoes can actually get those tricks. Yeah, because especially for Russet. Yeah, because I mean it's like a coincidence, but Russet kind of like looks like the color of the skin. So I think they look very good in a lot of the with a lot of the traits, yeah. And then number 9 is a spaceman helmet, right? But that one we have a story behind that, right, Joey?
Yeah, so for the number 9 is actually from The Martian, Matt Damon.
Yeah, the Martian,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Why we pick that? Why we pick that reference?
Because he grew a lot of potatoes.
Yeah,
so
because he grew a lot of potatoes, right? And then we have I think if I remember correctly, I think we have 100 and I forgot 154 spaceman helmet. Yeah, because in the movie, that's the day where he kind of like crushed the potato with the Vicodin, yeah, to eat it. Yeah, I mean some of the tricks we try to even the numbers we have some reference for them. Yeah. And then the next one is the sombrero, right? It's the traditional. I think it's the Mexican hat, right?
The Mexican hat, yeah.
Yeah. The inspiration was from a game called Samba de Amigo. Yeah, I mean, not everyone plays that. Yeah, but it was quite popular in South America. Yeah.
What is that?
This-
I've never heard of
this-
that before.
I think it's also from on Smash Bros. So one of the characters on Smash Bros. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a music game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when
Kind
you
of
talk
like
about
music.
Samba, right? Of course, it's about music. Yeah. And then 11 is the Robin Hood, right? It's like also one of the classic tricks. Yeah. And then 12, the inspiration was from what's the name? What's the name? Is shit. I forgot the name of the character.
It's One Piece as well, right?
It's One Piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the reindeer. I forgot his name suddenly.
Chopper.
Chopper. Yes.
Chopper,
Yes.
yeah.
Chopper. Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah,
to the
Tony Chopper. Yeah. And then 13 is the we call it Skipper. I mean, in all other collection, this hat would be called Captain, right? Because our captain is Pirate Captain. That's why we call this trick Skipper. Yeah. The inspiration was from the penguin, the penguin from Madagascar. Yeah, that's the skipper skipper's hat. Yeah, and then the 14 is the skull. Yeah, I think the inspiration was from Moonbergs. Yeah, but it is like a blinking one. Yeah, so we want to add more color to it. Yeah, and then the 15, a lot of collections, they have a samurai and stuff, right? But we think that samurai is too common. That's why we have a shogun. Yeah, this is like even it's like the general in Japan. Yeah. So next one. I mean, if you can, if a person can notice all the tricks and their references, right, without us telling them, I would think that, hey, you are in the same channel as I do, as me and Joey. Yeah. 16 is we call it the sheriff hat. It's from Walking Dead. Yeah, because most of the hat, most of the design, they have something like that. They call it cowboy, but we have another cowboy hat. Yeah, but this is a sheriff. It's from the Walking Dead. Yeah. And then 17. Yeah, if you recognize we call it Scar. Yeah, if you recognize what it is, right, then you are definitely an anime fans, right? The inspiration was from Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
and then 18 is the. I didn't know what it's called. At first, we want to call the hat high or something, right? And then turns out this hat is called TAM, T-A-M. Yeah, the inspiration was from Bob Marley, right? Yeah, a lot of collections, they have moral weed as one of the trick. Yeah, but we try to create a more positive message. Yeah, that's why we don't have smoking related tricks into our collection. Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, it's people's choice. Yeah, but we try to make this collection family safe. I mean, certain level of family safe. Yeah, certain level. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I know.
Right?
Yeah, I noticed that this is not true. Yeah, but anyway. And then 19 is the golden topper. It's like the sabot hats, but in golden. And then 20 is a very special hat. Yeah, because we are based in Hong Kong. That's why we add a few, I would say, Hong Kong references. Yeah, this one is from the Stephen Chow's movie. Yeah, this is a tiger hat. Yeah, it's from the movie Wei Xiu Bo. Yeah, and then of course center, right? And then 22. I think this one is Sandy, right? The crown.
Yeah, Sandy. Yes.
Yeah. 23, of course, is the sailor, and then 24 is really hard to guess. Yeah, when it's out of context. Yeah, but we call it tattoo. It's on the face. Yeah, I won't mention the name, but you will see it when you see them on your Potatoz face. And then of course 25 is the we call it your future. Yeah, and I think after this week, this is truer than ever. Yeah, this is our future. This is all the degens future. Yeah. And then 26 is the hat from Pixie, also Journey from the West. I think 27, I think it's duplicated.
Yeah, I duplicated. Yeah, sorry about that. 28
is we call it soldier. Yeah, soldier hat.
Soldier, yeah.
And then 29, of course, we don't have to say it, right? It's the straw hat. And then 30 is a callback to one of the, I would say, most popular memes in the past from Scumbag Steve. Yeah, we thought about calling it Scumbag. Yeah, but I think this is not good, right? So that we call it Steve. Yeah. I see that from the comment. Patrick kind of like mentioned the tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, next one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving, right? And then 31 is the punk hair, right? We picked the green one, and then it's
we
golden.
have a few punk
Yeah,
hairs
we have
here.
a few punk hair. Yeah, and then we have the golden straw hat. And then 33 we call it protection. Yeah, if you know, right? If you are old enough to buy NFT, you should know what it is. Yeah. And then 34 is also another punk hair. And then 35 is a golden hat. Yeah, but the original hat we also have it. It's from it's by it's also from One Piece. The hat of Roger. Yeah. And then 36 is very funny, right? We share that on Discord. We call it Karen. Yeah. Yeah, and then 37 is a private hat wear by Jack Sparrow. Yeah. And then 38 is the most common hat that we show on Twitter, right? It's the pirate hat of the Nugget. Yeah, and then 39 is the punk hair. And then 40 is the party hat. And then we have the facts.
Facts, yeah.
41 is the facts. And then we just find out that from the Disney Aladdin movie, right? They wear this hat. Yeah, and then 42, of course, I'm your father. The hat, the helm. We call it helmet.
Yeah.
And then 43 is the headband. It's from Karate Kid. And then 44 is also a headband. The inspiration was from
Naruto?
Naruto, yeah.
Naruto. Yeah, and then of course it's the halo.
Halo, yeah.
And then 46. What is 46, Joey?
46 is from Walter White, his hat.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Breaking
one
Bad.
he wears, from Breaking Bad.
47.
Yeah, it's
Joey?
it's called the hat is called pork pie. Yeah, it's called pork pie. It's a pretty traditional English hat. Yeah. The most classic wearer is from Breaking Bad, right? It's Walter White, and then 47 is the poop,
Yeah.
and then 48 is the original Rogers hat, and then 49 we call it golden protection. Yeah, and then 50, we mentioned that it's like inspiration was from Chopper, and then 51. I think it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the detail, right? I think Joey is kind of like crazy. You can see the 9,000. Over 9,000 in such a small area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like also a meme from Vegeta, Dragon Ball.
Yep.
The next one we actually have also from One Piece.
Also from One Piece.
Yeah, it's from Law, right?
Yeah. No. This one is from Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yeah.
Hawkeye.
Yes.
Two versions, right? Yeah,
Yes.
and then also 53. I mean, if you are old enough, you know the hat from wear by Pharrell. Yeah, I think in a few years ago. Yeah, it's like a super big Canadian Mountie hat. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then 54 is the Monkey
Monkey
King's
God.
crown. And then 55 is also the inspiration. It's also from Karate Kid. It's from the opposite camp. It's from Cobra Kai. Yeah, there's a Netflix show called Cobra Kai. It's a pretty good one indeed. Yeah. And then 56 we call it glasses. But if you know NFT enough, this is the noun glasses. And then 57 is like a cultural references as well. This is the gat hat, a GAT gat from traditional Korean fashion.
Yeah, I guess Oppa will wear that. So.
Oppa, yeah. If you watch Kingdom and stuff, right, all those are traditional Korean movie. You probably have seen this hat as well. And then 58 is straightforward, it's a flower. But the inspiration was from the Hello Kitty flower, right? And then 59 is the horn. Yeah, we have fire because so that it looks cooler. Yeah.
Yep.
Then 60, Joey, looks very familiar.
60 is one of the collection that is CC0. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The inspiration was from Moonberg's Queen's Crown, right? It's CC0. That's why we picked one of the tricks that we like, and then we edited them. Yeah, and then it's the cowboy hat. Yeah, but golden cowboy hat. We'll talk about that later. And it's the this one originally we call it VLC. Yeah, it's a safe, it's the safety clone. Yeah. It's the safety clone, but it's we call it cone, And then 63, I think it's the inspiration was from one of our moderator, it's a clown, And then 64, this is the fedora from Indiana Jones,
Yes, yeah.
And then 65 is a brain that is moving, 66 it's a little bit hard to see it right now, but if it is on your potato, you see it. It's a bowl cut. The inspiration was from Will from Stranger Things. It's a bowl cut.
Things, yes.
It's a very classic bowl cut. And then 67 and 68 is the Law's cap. Also from One Piece. And then 69, of course, the inspiration was from Mario, right? 7 is like 70. I mean, if you still watch anime, right? You know, spy times are family. And then this is from the one of the main character. And then 71 is
from Stranger Things,
also a reference from Stranger Things. We call it Rocker. It's inspiration was from Eddie.
Eddie
the guy who no spoiler, right? But anyway, one of the cool characters in the Stranger Things. 72 we call it a Bishop. And then 73 we call it a Beret. Originally we wanted to call it Emily. Yeah, because the inspiration was from Emily from Paris. Yeah. But we call it beret. Yeah, and then 74. I mean, this one we call it beanie. But indeed, if you are really, really like a TV addict and stuff, you know that this is the headwear by Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, from Breaking Bad as well. Yeah, it's the headwear by not Logan Paul, but Aaron Paul. Yeah. And then 75 is like emo. It's like we call it purple emo. Yeah, if this is indeed kind of famous a few years back. Yeah, because people always say that Logan Paul has a emo face. Yeah, that's why he make up like a emo person, right? And then show the video and stuff. So that one is we call purple emo, and then the other one is the black emo. Yeah. And then the egghead. And then we call it dreads. It's basically like a Captain Jack Sparrow without the captain hat. Yeah. And then 79 is the how to say the name?
It's balaclava.
Yeah, balaclava, right? It's like one of the meme stuff. Yeah. And then 80 is one of my favorite. Yeah. It's from The Office. Yeah. It's from Prison Mike. Yeah. By Michael's character. Yeah. And then of course we have the Nike cap. And then we also have the buns. It's inspiration was from Princess Leia. And then the bunny hat, and then the bow. The bow is from the inspiration was from Minnie Mouse. And then of course we have the mask. And then the XT6 is the red bandana, right? But that one is from the Ricardo. It's like one of the classic memes. Yeah. And then it's Luigi's hat in inspiration. And there's the He-Man bob hair. Yeah, and then 89 is a cloak. Yeah, his inspiration was from one of our MEP because he suggested that, hey, can we have a hoodie and stuff, right? And then we thought, hey, hoodie doesn't really fit our design, so that we even make it a cloak. Yeah, and then we have a pink one for the ladies, right? And then also we have the cowboy hat. Yeah, this one is the inspiration was from Ace, and then the 92 is the afro. Yeah, it's like a super big hair, and it's very bouncy.
Next up, we have shoes. Don't worry, there's not as many shoes.
By the way, I mean, it takes time, right? But somehow, as I mentioned before, we spend so much time to design. I just really want to kind of like give every trade a fair chance, so that we talk about each of them. Of course, you won't buy all of them. You probably won't see all of them as well. But maybe if you spend enough time for waiting, right? If you willing to spend the time to kind of like join our live, we want you to have the first-hand information of all the tricks. Yeah.
And I mean, it's like kind of part of the journey as well. I think part of buying or joining our community is also understanding the process that we have, including the art process, which actually we spend a lot of time on.
Yes.
What's the first one?
I mean, drawing the shoes indeed a very interesting process, because the pixels are so limited. But somehow Joey managed to pull it off. Yeah, I mean, on one hand we got references, right, from Crypto Dick, but on the other hand, we also add in our inspiration. Number one is the gym sock.
Gym socks, yeah.
Yeah. Number two is the school shoes. Yeah. I think this type of school shoes is like the girls usually when they go to schools, they wear white sock and then a black leather shoes. And then
is my favorite. This was my special request to Joey.
Yes.
Yeah. This is like a Jordan, right? Yeah. It's like is it like Air Jordan or Air Force One? I don't know. Basically, it's like a basketball shoes.
Yeah.
And then number four is like
leather shoes.
Yeah, it's like leather shoes. We call it its inspiration was from one of our MEP. Yeah, and we call it casual. Basically, that's like a casual man or casual woman, right? They will wear this. And then five is like trainer shoes. It's like for boxing and stuff. Yes. And then number six is like the Converse. Yeah, the traditional Converse. And then number seven is the shoes of the century, right? It's the Crocs. Yeah. And then number 8 is what's called flip-flops. Yeah, it's a Chinese style flip-flops. Yeah. And then number 9 we call it socks and sandals. It's like a very controversial fashion style, right? Inspiration was from Crypto Debut as well. And then number 10 is like the getter from Japanese culture. And then the number 11 is the Roman shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, Roman sandals.
And then so we won't go through the elements one by one since we've already launched them, but we have made the elements have changed a little bit again. So this is just to quickly show you guys an overview of how the elements have changed. And also, so this is the other elements that have changed. And just also a reminder to you all, the ticket element, I believe there's 110, and also the golden ticket element, right? So there's special, I guess, perks for those who have this element in their potatoes. So if you have the ticket element, you will get the meme list. And of course, if you have the golden ticket, just like Willy Wonka, you will get a free captains. All right, so next up will be the weapons. I think this is the last trait, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But I there's also it's the most, right? How many? It's just like 100. This one's about one with 100. What like?
Yeah, 105, I think,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
But yeah, so here we go.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, starting from the first one, we have the shuriken. This is pretty common. Yeah. Then number 2 and number 3. It's called the wobbly sausage from an old meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these are why our collections become non-family friendly. Yeah. But we call it wobbly sausage and also golden wobbly sausage. I would say that this is like a super interesting trait. Yeah, because its inspiration was from a very popular, viral, very interesting viral video. Yeah. If you search the trait name, wobbly sausage, you will find the video. Yeah. Number 4 is the whip from Indiana Jones. And then number 5 is the guitar. It's Eddie's guitar. It has a name, right? It's called Warlock, right?
Yeah, it's called the Warlock. The design is called the Warlock.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
And then number 6 is like a water sword. We call it water sword, basically, like a sword with water power. Yeah. And then number 7, the inspiration was from the Demon Slayer's sword. It's from Tanjiro's sword. Yeah. Number 8 is like a suitcase. If you like a Stephen Child's movie, suitcase has a special place in this movie. Yeah, so this one is also from that. Yeah, and also maybe if you're serious enough, right? Maybe you can use the suitcase as your PFP, so that you tell people you walk in Wall Street and stuff. And then number 9 is a spiked cup, and then 10 is like a shotgun. Yeah. And then number 11, the references is from what's the name? Leon the Professional. Yeah.
Yeah, he takes care of his plant.
Yeah, he takes care of his plant. Yeah, he brings his plant everywhere he goes. Yeah, and then 12. What is this one? Is it like the Tai Chi? Is
Yeah,
that
it's
the
like
bigger?
Tai Chi, the bigger samurai sword. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bigger samurai sword, right? I mean, most of the time when we talk about Japanese sword, yeah, we just kind of like make it like a generalization, call it samurai sword, and then when we talk about it, people only can name a katana. But indeed, katana is different from Tai Chi. Yeah, the big one with a certain curve is called Tai Chi, Tachi. It's called Tai Do in Chinese. Yeah, and then katana is indeed the middle length sword. Yeah, and then it's like a more strict. Yeah, and then 13 is like a very I would say Hong Kong-ish culture. It's like a salted fish. It's like 咸鱼. Yeah, there's a proverb. I would say certain modern proverb, right? If you don't have a dream, you are the same as a salted fish. Yeah, because salted fish is like a super dead fish because it's dead and then get salted, right? So I think we really want to have this trick to kind of like pay tribute to where we are from. Yeah, and then 14 is a sakura. Yeah, this is a matching trick for Chopper as well. Because if you know One Piece, right, Chopper doesn't have any weapon, right? Yeah, but he really loved the Sakura in one of the chapters. Yeah, so this is a matching trick for him. And then the number 15 is a rum. Yeah, it's like a bottle of glass, a bottle of rum. Yeah. Yep. And then the
16.
yeah, and then the next one is from Stranger Things as well. Yeah, it's like a big walkie-talkie, right? If you watch Stranger Things, you know that how they communicate, right? In this, in the I would say 80s, right? Yeah, that's why they use a huge ass walkie-talkie to do that.
Yeah.
And then 17 is umbrella. Yeah. If you are
Umbrella
OG,
Corporation.
yeah, if you're OG gamer, you recognize the color. It's the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil. Yeah. And then 18 is like the trident. Yeah, Poseidon's trident. Right, we don't make it gold because its feels are so expected. Yeah, that's why we just keep our silver one. And then number 19, the sword is called Yuru or something.
Yeah,
It's the
Yuru,
hot eyes
yes.
sword. Yeah, hot eyes sword. Yeah, but the inspiration was from that, but because of the dimension, right? We have to kind of like scale it down. Yeah, and then 20 is the golden torch. Yeah, it's like because it's like the Olympics. Yeah, we want to bring out the good vibe of the NFT community, right? Maybe later we can create some campaign around this torch, right? Maybe something like, I don't know, you pass the torch or something, right? I think that there was a campaign like that before, yeah, but somehow I don't know where it goes, yeah, but I think a torch can represent a good Olympian spirit, yeah. And then of course the 21 is like the shield, yeah, no need to talk about that, it's so iconic, right? And there's the service, I study the gun, yeah. And then 23 is from Chinese references. It's the weapon of Zhang Fei, yeah, from the Three Kingdoms, yeah. It's called the Serpent's Spear, yeah. And then 24 is like very, very obvious, right? There's the death meme. It kills certain project, right? And then keep killing, right? And then this is what's the name of it? Scarf, right?
The Skype, yeah. It's pretty relevant now, so yeah.
Yeah, very, very relevant now, right? Yeah, and then the latest kill is FTX. Yeah, so sad. Yeah. And then 25 is we call it throwing bat. Yeah, of course, we don't have to mention the references. Yeah. And then 26 is like we call it power sword. Yeah. If you're like a very, very old guy, you know this is
Is that He-Man?
Yeah,
No?
yeah, exactly.
It is He-Man? Oh, wow. Okay, I got that. Nice.
It's from the He-Man sword. Yeah. And then 27, 29 is very straightforward, right? It's the plunger and also golden plunger, right? Because we keep talking about shit and poop, right, in our collection. Of course, we have to have some tools to clean that up. Yeah. And then 28 is the inspiration was the portal gun. Yeah. And then 30, I like the animation more than the weapon itself. It's the power pole. Yeah, from the Monkey King, but it's also the original weapon of Goku, right, in Dragon Ball. Yeah, because Dragon Ball, if you also know Chinese, yeah, you know that Dragon Balls are the animation, especially the early version, right, is based on a journey to the West. Yeah.
Oh, 31 is I think we shared that, we leaked that quite early on.
Yeah, we shared that on Twitter and also Discord before, right? We call it memory pen. Yeah, of course, the inspiration was from MIB. And then 32 is like the private sword, right? It's like the common private sword. Yeah, it is curved and then it has it's more like a knife more than a sword. Yeah. 33 is what's that? What's
pirate gun?
Gun.
Oh, it's also the pirate gun. It's a more traditional gun. Yeah. 34. I mean, for normal people, it's just a pipe. For One Piece fan, you know that this is the weapon of Sabor. Yeah. Oh, and then 35, right? It's a cultural difference, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think the story is I asked Joey, hey, Joey, let's draw a phone, right? And then what's in my mind is an iPhone. Yeah. And then Joey draw this traditional cable phone. Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah. And this is what it is, right? And then we just keep it, right? Because it's fun. And then 36 is the magic potion. Yeah, magic potion. Yeah. And then 37, of course, is the monster ball. Yeah, it's not pocket ball, right? Yeah, Nintendo, don't sue us.
Yeah.
All the movies and stuff that we mentioned, right? We only get references. Yeah, we did not copy you. Yeah, so don't sue us.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer, right? It's like inspiration only, right? And if you really, really want to partner with us, we are open to partnership. Yeah, but don't sue us. Yeah. Yeah, and then 38 is the Monkey King stuff, yeah, and then 39 is the master stuff, right? It's the monk stuff, yeah, and then 40 is the monk's bay, is the Sandy's weapon as well, and then 41 is like the parrot. 42, 43, right? I saw people notice that it's the PUBG pen, right? But of course, it's not from PUBG. It's just from my mom's kitchen. Yeah, so it's like golden pen and also pen. Yeah, and then 44, I feel like this is a really, really good execution of the one ring. Yeah, of course we call it a golden ring. Yeah, because if this is like only one in the collection, right, then it should become super rare, right? So it has more than that. but if you read the languages, it's actually saying the verse, right? Joey, what's
Yeah,
what?
this is the first verse, so like it's actually the one ring to rule them all.
Yep.
So if you combine them, it's actually makes up that sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like super detailed stuff. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Lord of the Ring. Yeah, and that's why I really like this trick. Yeah, it's not because of the design. It's because of the background. It's because of the story. Yeah, and then 45 is of course the nunchuck. Yeah, it's from the Game of Death from inspiration from Bruce Lee's movie. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of
this one.
tricks.
Yeah, Joey, you can talk about it.
Yeah, so the first one is actually also from Journey to the West. It's actually Pixie's weapon. And then 47, it's a mic drop. So I think maybe Ray can drop his new mic in the future. Yeah, then we also have the Mega Man blaster. And then for 49, we actually did the, what's it? Maka. It's the thing that goes with the sombrero. Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
Which one? 49?
49, yeah.
Maracas, right?
Maracas, yeah.
Yeah,
Maracas.
Maracas. It goes with the sombrero trait. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, 50, we have the magic wand. And then 51, we have the, like this from Tron. 52, we also have the magic lamp. And 53 would be just the normal machete. I guess 54, most people would know what 54 is, the long cat. Then, of course, the golden long cat. And 56 would be the X from The Shining. It's pretty famous, I suppose. Yeah. And 57 is the indestructible phone. Yeah, the 331. Oh,
Did you own one ever?
I used to have one. I don't know where it went though.
Maybe
Yeah,
it still works.
yeah, maybe it's
No, but-
somewhere.
But it's really powerful, right? I remember when I was when I had it, it's you can keep dropping it and then it still works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of my classmates at the time, I think he dropped it in the washing machine. I think it still works. Yeah. It's not urban legend. It's true. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so 58 is the cleaver from if I'm not wrong, it's from one of the Stephen Chow movies. Is it Kung Fu Hustle or something? Yeah.
No, it's from Beijing with Love.
Oh, Beijing with Love. Yes. Yeah. The 59 is champagne for celebrating. And
The
60,
champagne, the references is from the Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar meme, right? The
Yes.
Great Gatsby. Yeah.
Yeah. 60, you have the chainsaw like from Chainsaw Man. And then next we have the lollipop, Chupa Chups. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys
What's
have
Chupa
that in your
Chups?
country. It's like a lollipop brand. So I'm not sure if you guys have it in your country.
I know.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
one,
Yeah. Then of course we have the iconic sabers.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
not
you guys will
saber.
know that.
It's light sword. Yeah.
Light
Yeah, light sword.
And
Yeah,
you know
light
that
sword.
you know that lightsaber is trademarked, right? That's why
Yeah,
we
light sword.
can't use it. Yeah.
Yeah, sword with light. And then of course we have the magic lamp in gold. 66 will be from Bomberman, so the bomb. 67 will be, I can't say it in a British accent, bottle of water. Yeah.
Bottle of water. It's like a meme, right?
Yeah, it's a meme, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, then 68 will be also from Star Wars, the blaster.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, 69, of course, you know that beer. 70 is suggested by one of, is it the mod?
Is it
Yeah, one of
up?
the moderators.
Yeah, one of the mods. Yeah. Yes.
From Jen, yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 71 is like a gold plated 3310.
Uh,
I guess Vertu would do something like that, I guess. Yeah. And 72 is actually from an old Stephen Chow movie. Maybe Ray, you can explain that
Yeah,
one.
it's also from Beijing with Love. But we
Yeah.
removed the 3000 at the top because it would clash with a lot of hat tricks. Yeah. But I think if you are from, I mean, if you watch Stephen Chow's movie, right, you
Mhm.
know the ultimate weapon is called Killing 3000. Yeah. And then 73 is,
Please,
I
I'll
think
take-
we thought about calling it $8. Yeah. But turns out they stop it. Twitter stop it. That's why we just call it blue check. Yeah. So that is more timeless. Yeah.
Yeah.
74. Yeah, 74. We kind of like tease that as well. Yeah, we have something called magic balls. Yeah. not we don't have 7, we have 9, right? Because we are from 9 get, so we have 9 magic balls, right? I can't promise if you get 9 of them, whether it will call a magic dragon or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe you call out a magic ray or magic Joey. Yeah, yeah, and then it's called magic ball. Yeah, we have 9 of them. Yeah, and then
Yep.
number 75 is like it's we call it live donut. Yeah.
Yeah, life donut. Yeah, so there's a double here at 77 also. Yeah. Yeah, so 76 is the hook hand. I guess you guys know that. And then 78, if you guys already don't have a ledger, please buy one. Yeah. Stay safe. And 79 is actually the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. I guess some of you would know that if you're gamers. And then 80 would be the normal katana. It's pretty straightforward from Kill Bill. 81 would be the golden hammer, which is partly from Thor as well. And 82 would be like the holy book. Yep. And 83 is the heart from Legend of Zelda. And 84 is something my wife would probably want to buy.
Yeah, we thought about call it H-bat. Yeah, but I think H-bat sounds too obvious. That's why we just call it handbag.
You should just get her this NFT instead. Buy potatoes with this trait, and then here's your bag.
Maybe you can flip potatoes, right? And flip and then get enough money to buy one of these handbags. Yeah. Then wife and girlfriends will be very, very happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, I learned it from my wife. You know, the logo color is orange, right? For MS, but only the poor people buy orange. Yeah. Also, the only poor people will buy the black because it feels a very it kind. I mean, only the one who don't know the history, right? They will buy the orange and the black. Yeah. But turns out the expensive ones are usually the pink. Yeah, because the pink one is more highly sorted. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, we continue with the hammer, which is the normal version. And then for the 86 and 90 is actually the folding chair, which was kind of a reference to some of the wrestling actions.
But, I mean, both wrestling and also some Chinese movies, right? Yes. It's called folding chair, and also folding stool is like the top of the weapons list, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. 87 is the Guan Dao. So I guess one of the guys on Private Lounge was talking about this, so we actually have it. Yeah. And then the next one.
And then the folding stool, and then the golden folding stool. Yeah. Basically, the golden stuff is the stuff that you can find at home. Yeah, because the best weapons is the weapons that you can always get it. Right. I mean, for example, like the Guan Dao, right? It's so huge, and then you can't bring it out very easily. Yeah, but all the weapons that are at your home, I think somehow it's easiest to turn it into a real weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So for 91 and 95, we actually have like the floor sweeper. So please sweep the floor with them. Yeah, 92 and 93, we have the fly swatter. So I guess if you have a Pope trait, this will help. And 94, we have the flowers from Crypto Deep Parts. It's like that influence by them. And 96, we have the slippers, or I think some of them call it the chancla. So yeah, something that probably your mom would use against you. So yeah. And then 97 is the golden version of that. And 98, of course, we have the flag that we also showed very early on with the helmet. And 99, I guess, is mainly for the Anya fans, so it's a matching trait for that.
Will they if they get the Anya headgear, will they get this weapon as well, or is it
maybe
random? Maybe
it's random. Yeah. Yeah, I guess for 100, most of the guys who play games will also know it, but it's just in a straight version. Yeah. And the next one would be the notebook. Yeah, Death Notebook. So I guess you guys would also recognize that. And 102 would be the dagger. Yeah, I forgot which character was that from.
It's from Ace.
Yeah, it's from Ace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
the green dagger is from Ace. Yeah.
Yes. And 103 is also another reference to Men in Black, the noisy cricket. Yeah. And 104, something that all of us drink early in the morning every day. So. And yeah, 105 It's the like SWAT from a recent Disney Plus series as well. So yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
so that's Makeup's 105 weapons.
Okay, so yeah, I think those are all the new traits and how they look like. Of course, I look forward to how they will actually look like when they are on your potatoes. I do wonder how my potatoes will look like after, or what I would get as well. So maybe Ray, do you want to talk a little bit about when the
Mhm.
actual live drop will happen, or the
Yeah.
live review will happen?
Yeah, I think we talk about all the tricks, right? To show that, hey, we spend a lot of time on all the tricks. Yeah, but it takes some time for us to generate the final version. Yeah, because we have to match the existing one to make sure that it doesn't go wrong. Yeah, because we have to copy the existing tricks as well as adding the new tricks, and then they have to match together. Yeah, so I think we will be upload. We will send out a message and then ask you to refresh your metadata, but it's probably in an hour or two. Yeah, and then we'll just send you ask you to update. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I mean,
it will happen today, right?
yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we mentioned that it's this week, right? That's
Yeah.
why it's this week. Yeah, but yeah, we need a few more time to double check to make sure that everything goes right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just need to do some final checking, and then we'll send a message on both Twitter and Discord, so you guys can check that out as well.
Yep.
So
Very soon.
so yeah, so I hope you guys loved all the traits, all the new designs. Love the small potatoes that we have. We really wanted to spend some time with you all to go through the thought process, tell you guys about our traits, because sometimes when you buy the NFT, maybe you only know a little bit about what you own, but I think it's important to, and it's also interesting to know what is in the entire ecosystem as well, and that's why we wanted to bring you on with this journey.
Yeah, I mean the reasoning is very straightforward, right? You spend, I mean, although it's one ETH is one ETH, right? But if we convert it to kind of like fiat value, right? It's like you spend thousands of dollars to buy a JPEG, right? Of course, you should spend more time to understand about the team, understand about the artwork, understand about the stuff that you're holding, right? Otherwise, if you get robbed, it's the responsibility is on you. Yeah, I think that's why we want to get the time to explain each trick to you, to tell you that, hey, we actually spend a lot of effort and also a lot of thoughts into it. And then if there's any delay, yeah, and then we always try to make it up. Yeah, because we feel like, hey, we kind of like breaking the promise. That's why we want to do better, right? But for the stage 5 review is happening today. Yeah, so no worries. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, upcoming. So there will be a few things that will be coming up this week, or well, the coming week. So we will be launching a meme list check website for those who have meme lists, those who have submitted their wallets via Discord. Please go on this website to make sure that that we have it and we have it correct. Of course, if there are any problems with that, please feel free to tell us. We will have a link for you to enter the problems that you may be facing, and then we'll try to get back to you on that. So that will be coming this week. Along with the meme list check, we will actually have a little competition. We know that potatoes are valuable in terms of getting, at least getting a guaranteed a captain's mint, right? So one of the things that we mentioned in the past is that as long as you have 3 potatoes, you'll be guaranteed 1 captain if, of course, you go through the mint process as well. And the number of potatoes you have is equal to the maximum number of captains you can mint. So as part of that, we will actually launch a competition, a Twitter competition. So after you check your meme list, what will happen is that you can then share a Twitter post. On the Twitter post, you can share, let's say, we will ask you to tell us why you're bullish on Memeland. So probably write something about what you think about our art, what you think about the team, etc., and why you're bullish on Memeland. Attach a picture onto that tweet as well, and just send it off, right? And then we'll be choosing the top 5, I guess, threads or tweets, and then those top 5s will get 1 potato as well. But of course, if you don't get chosen as one of the top 5, we will actually raffle 5 off as well, randomly to those who tweet, and more details to come on this raffle and competition this coming week as well. So another thing that we'll be working on this coming week or weeks to come is the waitlist distribution. Of course, a lot of you guys who are listening probably have Potatoz or are already part of the Memeland ecosystem, so don't worry about that. But this is really for those who don't have a Potatoz yet, or who haven't won a meme list, doesn't have an MVP, who want to have the opportunity to join our waitlist for the Captain's Mint. So a little bit about that. Just in case, of course, hopefully our mint will go well. Those who have waitlisted may not have the chance to mint, but obviously you will also potentially have that chance. You will also be dropped a proof of attendance protocol token, and that will be valuable somehow in the future as well. And additionally, I think a lot of people were talking about, how do we reward loyalty and patience? Of course, we mentioned that last time. So, but just a little bit more details here. We will raffle off 690 meme lists for those who have been the most loyal to Memeland, right? And finally, of course, last and not least, we will have the mint coming up. But these are the most important things that will be upcoming for our Memeland ecosystem. So, of course, stay on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, join us on Discord to have the most updated information on Memeland and our ecosystem. Ray, do you have any last thoughts?
Yeah, sure. I want to add more about the so-called macro market situation, right? I mean, due to FTX and stuff, right? I mean, the market is definitely not great. Yeah, but for us, we actually don't mind that much because at the end of the day, we really believe in the Web3, and also if we actually believes in 1 ETH equals to 1 ETH, then the fiat price of ETH doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, that's why it's very I would say that 99%. Yeah, we will still be minting in Q4. Yeah, unless the 1% is never say never, right? I'm trying to be safe. Yeah, but we will probably still minting in Q4. Yeah, because I feel like the main reason is not because we need the money. The main reason is because, hey, people keep asking when means, right? It's started to get annoying in the sense that we really wanted to focus on building, right? Instead of, hey, talking about the means and stuff, right? That's why we will try to go ahead on schedule to mint in Q4. Yeah, it will take some time. Yeah, because we want to set out send the wallet checker, right, to make sure that everyone on meme list they have their meme list. And then for waitlist, it's more about, hey, can we leverage the mint event to gather more, I would say, gather more attention and gather more people into our meme coin ecosystem. Because from what we observe, basically, no matter how good your marketing is, the meme events is indeed the biggest marketing. Yeah. So instead of, hey, just focusing on, hey, minting out the whole collection, right? We want to focusing on, hey, can we leverage this minting event to get Memeland as I would say as recognizable as possible. Yeah. In the NFT ecosystem. Because if you follow our website, hey, we are not just building Memeland, right? We are building a few products, for example, like holders.com, gmgm.com, right? We actually need people to use meme coin. That's why we want to gather more people into our ecosystem. Yeah, instead of, hey, we just only do a meme coin drop for our holders, right? Because, hey, how many people can there be? Maybe like 10,000, 20,000, right? For good tokens to work, it needs more people than that. Yeah, that's why we want to leverage this event to get more people into our ecosystem. That's why for waitlist, if you come back to mint, whether you get to mint or not, right, you will still get meme coin drop. This is what we promise, right? I think we are thinking to use the POAP type of NFT to recognize that, right? But we are checking how possible it is. But if it is not the case, we still have all your wallet. So it doesn't really matter that much. So for waitlist, we also spend some time to make it work. And also after the wallet check, right, we have a small raffle. Yeah, that's different from the 690 raffle. Yeah, because we feel like, hey, what's the best way to get people to notice our memes? It's not by our main account to keep talking about it. It's by the people who believe in us. It's by the word of mouth. Yeah, that's why we want to leverage leverage all the readers, right, all the audience, word of mouth, to help us to tell the world that, hey, we are minting, right, finally, right? Yeah. And that's why we have a small treat, yeah, for all the people who help share us, and then who write about why are you bullish on Memeland and stuff. Yeah, and then of course the 690 raffle. I think a lot of holders keep asking us, right? Yeah, we probably will set a cutoff date, yeah, of how many sticking dates that you have, right? It may not be the day one, yeah, because I remember that when we launched sticking, right? Yeah, we intentionally make it a few days after the mint, yeah, after the potatoes mint. That's why I feel like it's better to kind of like set a day, for example, like 100 days or 109 days, something like that, right? And then we use that as a cutoff day for the 100 for the 690 raffle. Yeah, that's what we will do before our mint. And then, of course, if you have the ticket and also the golden ticket, right? If you have the ticket, you have the meme list, you have the golden ticket, you have the free airdrop of the captains, right? Yeah, so those are the things that we also try to do to give back to our community. Yeah, and then lastly is the meme event. Yeah, as I mentioned, right, we will probably continue to do that in Q4. So just stay tuned. Yeah, and I think please keep updated with our Twitter and stuff, because we feel like it's hard to communicate all the message in Discord. Yeah, that's why we may use Twitter as a more frequency to mention the updates. Yeah, so try to turn on the notification for our Twitter. Yeah, and then of course, finally, right, for the meme price, we will mention that before. We will leave enough time for everyone to prepare the fund. Yeah, but we will not announce it that early. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to announce it this early. Yeah, so we still have to kind of like monitor the market situation. Yeah, but we'll definitely leave you enough time to prepare your fund. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so thank you guys for joining. Please wait for a few more hours for us to get some things started. Apologize for the earlier technical issues. We'll get better each and every single time. But yeah, so thank you guys for attending. Stay tuned on Twitter, Discord, and to get the most updated information on Memeland and Potatoz. All right, that's it. Thank you guys, and
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
everything.
See ya.
Bye.